Alright, you guys, good morning. What is going on? Today is Thursday, May 8th, man. Welcome back to another trade recap. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't wake up late today, but I just haven't really been on the charts as much for the first 30 minutes, man. I'm not gonna lie, I've just been, honestly, I've been clearing out my desk. I've just been doing random shit, bro. But, right now it's 7:02. So far at the open, we basically have this bit of a range, actually. We can see we've been ranging between this area of demand and this area of supply. We can see in real time right here. Open was somewhere around here. We've had some solid rejections off this area of supply. Got pretty close to this demand. Didn't quite tap into it, but we ended up rejecting, pushing back up. And yeah, this looking like we're either going to be looking for rejection off this area or a break and retest setup. So 30 minutes looking bearish right now, but this candle just opened up. So yeah, man, that's where we're at right now, man. A little bit of a range. Like I said, nothing super clear yet, but we do have a level that we're at right now, so we can look for reactions off of this. And, you know, we had a pretty big move up pre-market, and then we kind of sold off a decent amount. The only problem that I do have, though, is that if we get another rejection off this level, we've got two potential areas of demand, which does show me that there might be a lot of buyers down there. We've also previously seen a lot of buyers off of these demand zones in the past, and we've also been pretty bullish, too. So all that is stuff that we should keep in mind when trading today. So yeah, man, maybe what that will result in is if we tap into these demand zones, we get some aggressive. If maybe here's the hypothetical scenario: is we take a short, we tap into this sort of area, and we get some very aggressive buyers. We just move stops to break even. But yeah, man, all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and lock in, man. Hopefully I can catch a dub today. So far, we are 0-2 on the week, so we are at 100% win rate, but it's also only been 2 trading days. So yeah, all that being said, though, I'm going to shut up and lock in. And yeah, hopefully I can catch a nice trade today. All right, guys, I'm not going to lie, man. We should have blown our accounts today, bro. Why do I say that? Well, we crashed out. Before I tell you how much I ended the day down, man. Holy shit, markets are ripping right now, dude. Before I tell you how much I ended the day down, man, let me just read, let me show you guys. Remember, we have paper conditions that cause me to blow accounts, right? We got this paper. We have choppy price action. These days do not favor my strategy. I will usually take many bad trades instead of being disciplined and stepping away from the charts. Number 2, coming off of a winning streak. This pair with choppy price action is what causes the most damage. And number 3, not having a clear mind. So, what happened today, man? What happened today? AM sesh, man. We move down, move back up, move back down, move back up, move back down, and then we fucking rip. So what is that if not choppy price action, right? I mean, yeah, what is that if not choppy price action, bro? All right, the second thing, coming off of a winning streak, guys. Coming off a winning streak. I wouldn't say we really necessarily came off of a winning streak. Let's see, we had a green day last Friday, I think. We had a green day on Monday, had a green day on Tuesday, and then didn't trade on Wednesday because of FOMC. So we're kind of coming off of a winning streak. We've been winning a good amount, to say the least. So coming off a winning streak, we could say we're coming off a winning streak, right? That paired with choppy price action causes me to cause the most damage because I'm just sitting here trying to just take trade after trade after trade. What happened today, man? I sat here trying to take trade after trade after trade. So how many trades did we take today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades, bro. 5 trades is what we took, man. That is horrible. Horrible, man. Horrible. That's really bad. We took 5 trades today, man. Man, dude. Crash out, crash out. And how many of them do you think were wins and how many of them do you think were losses, guys? I'll tell you. 4 were losses. 1 was a win. And I'm gonna do the screen recording. Even though I didn't mark out every single trade that I took on fucking TradingView, I'm gonna do the screen recording just so I can run you guys through my fucking thought process while I was taking these just bullshit trades, man. But yeah, there was a point where I was down like $600 on a day and I thought I was gonna blow my account because we were getting very, very close to that limit. That limit where the account will get blown, because of that trailing drawdown. Fortunately, I'm going to just tell you guys, we ended the day down $188.10 per account. Basically 1 R multiple, a little bit over an R multiple, but basically 1 R multiple, man. When you look at the fact that I could have literally just taken break even today, ended the day down like $20 per account, because I recognized early on that the price action was pretty choppy. You know, I took this short. We were right at TP. Price decided to just move right back up, hit my break-even point. And then from there on, move back down, move back up, man. Just some classic chop, you know. So yeah, I mean, dude, I'm gonna move you guys on screen recording, man, because I think today is pretty valuable in terms of learning, because like I said, man, this is horrible trading. This is pretty much just gambling. Like I said, our risk tolerance is around like $150 to $300 per day. I mostly $150, but if we take 2 trades in a day, then it'll be minus $300. But you know, today we were down almost $600 at one point, and we were still in another trade. So we were risking. I think it was like we were down like $550, 5-6. So we were risking like $700. Bro, it's insane. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and just hop right in, man. What happened today, man? Why was today so bad? Let's just start off here. You can see I had that first trade I marked out because like as I was trading I marked out, I was like, dude, this is such a good setup, and I got fucking stopped at break even. But we can see that this was kind of like the range for today that I was like kind of expecting, you know, was from here to here, right? This level to this level, kind of ended up tapping into this level and then just ripping off of it, man. So like this was like a fat area where there were a lot of buyers. And I just got fucking completely caught up. So let's just look at all the trades I took, man. So here we go. First of all, the break-even trade, right? Had a very nice rejection at the open. Was slowly bought back up into the supply. Nice wick, followed by a nice bearish candle. Broke the body, entered on shorts. Boom, amazing, beautiful drop. Over here, we were right at TP, unfortunately, hit break even, and minus $26 per account. At this point, man, I was just like, this kind of fucked with me, bro, a little bit, because I was, like I said, man, I was like, it always sucks when you're trying to do something that is supposed to be beneficial to your trading, and then just as soon as you do it, it just, like, you get cooked because of it, right? So for me, it was, we were trying to hold for full TP, you know, because we haven't been doing that every single time, pretty much more or less without fail that I get out early on a trade, price can still hit my full TP. So I'm like, okay, let's fix that. Go ahead and enter this short. Like I said, immediately, first 2 candles were right there, a couple points away from fucking TP. And, you know, I'm like, yeah, there's no reason for me not to hold this. You know, we are at an area of demand, potentially, you know, but it looks like we've already kind of started breaking below, and then boom, last minute we wake up and the next candle just absolutely fucks us, bro. So then we get out at break even, a little bit pissed off, you know, like I said, because like it always sucks when you try to implement something, you know, try to fix a habit, and then it just immediately goes against you. You know, obviously it will be beneficial for me in the long run to try and hold all my trades to full TP. But you know, just like the first time in like the past like month pretty much, and I'm really just like, let's just hold it for full TP. I just get cooked because of it, man. And like I said, even if I didn't move my stops to break even, we would have basically gotten stopped out by the fucking tick. So that's cool. But yeah, you know, I see, okay, buyers are at this demand zone. That's cool. I'm assuming that since buyers came in at this demand zone, pretty much completely took out this whole move down, that this area of supply wouldn't act as a really area where we are going to actually move down off of, because I figured if it was going to do that, we had the chance over here, we had the chance over here, and this whole move down pretty much got inverted. So I went and took longs off of that, man, off this area of demand, right? Yeah, we were pretty much immediately, we were close to a 1-to-1, we had a nice move up. But then, of course, last minute wicked, and then boom, completely tanked, hit the stop loss, and then I'm just like, dog, come on, bro. You know, so we're back at this area of demand. I see, at this point, I'm looking at the higher time frame. I'm like, we're looking bearish on the higher time frames. But, you know, we are at this area of demand. I don't want to short at a demand. So I'm still being somewhat rational at this point, you know. Obviously, I should have just taken that second loss and walked away. Taking this third trade is what caused me to break my rules, you know. Or no, it's not actually, because we took a break even, so it didn't put any more risk on. But still, I should have taken that loss. I shouldn't even take that second trade. I should have recognized at this break even point that price was pretty chopped and just gotten out at end of the day with a break even. Obviously would have been better than ending the day down on R multiple, and having all this shit happen. So yeah, we basically should have gone out here, but if we didn't, you know, we had this chance here where it's like, okay, at this point we're pretty sure price is pretty choppy. At this point it's like, yeah, we're definitely choppy, bro. Like, you know, But you know, what do? We see this candle starts to just rip off this demand. We take out this candle, so I went ahead and take longs. We're up a little bit. We see that's wick. Very last minute, some random bullshit happens. I don't know what it is. This thing just rips towards the downside, stops me out, and then and at this point, all rationality just leaves my brain. I just take shorts because I'm like, bro, like, come on, are you fucking kidding me? You know, we're taking out. We're clearly looks like we're about to take out a low day. I take shorts, up a 1-2-1. Chop around, just get ripped, ripped, stopped out. I didn't even pay attention to my charts. I didn't even realize that we were at that second level of demand. I was just like, bro, what is going on, man? Are we going to fucking move up or down? I'm just going to take it short, Horrible decision, purely gambling. Obviously, shouldn't do that. But, yeah, up a 1-2-1, immediately stopped out. And then at this point, I'm just like, bro, all right. I'm about to blow my accounts because look, I see the what's it called, the equity on the accounts, man. We're down like 48 something, I'm like, bro, there's literally no point. I'm about to blow my accounts, man. So I just fucking take a long, YOLO it. Obviously this candle was super bullish. We basically were moving up off this demand zone after all this chop, and so I just take a long, and we get super lucky. Catch a $356 trade. Obviously, if it is crazy to me that I could have held this trade and been fucking green on the day, like, look at this. What is going on, man? I'm actually about to check my fucking portfolio because this shit is ripping, bro. But, nice. Cool. Portfolio's looking solid. We're up $400 on the port. We put 5 bands in, up $400 so far. Obviously it's stock, so it's like we're not looking to get super rich, but I do need to start having some sort of savings, That's just insane. That candle's even bigger than this one, bro. I thought this candle was a big candle as it was happening. What is going on, bro? What happened? There's got to be some sort of news or something, man. But yeah, you guys can see, man. I just got fucked today, bro, and it was purely my fault, man. I could have, I should have recognized, the conditions, man. What were the conditions that were on the fucking paper, man? Choppy price action. What was the other one? Coming off a win streak, which, we debatably, we technically were on a win streak. So I guess, like, even just winning 2 days in a row is a win streak, I guess, but still, or 3 days in a row. But, that, and then obviously I was not in the right mindset because that break-even trade, that hit me harder than it should have, man. I was like, bro, I really liked the trade. I mean, it's stupid to, like, sit here and say that, because, like, you're not supposed to be super, like, attached to the outcome of a specific trade, right, in order to be profitable, but still, I'm learning, I'm clearly not at that point yet, man. So that break-even trade, man, I was just upset about it, bro. I was like, dog, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. And then I just got fucking chopped around, bro. Just caught up taking these trades, man. It sucks, man. And it's very, what's it called? Deterring, man, because it's like, it feels like just today, even though I only ended the day down 1 R multiple, which, like, holy crap, I was super lucky, man. Jeez, if I had held, bro, I would literally be up an insane amount on the day, bro. Like, probably, like, a full TP. But let's not think about that because I probably should have blown my accounts today, if we're being real. We can go over here, man. A fucking 20% win rate. That's insane. Minus 188 per account. Fucking horrible. So, yeah. What was I saying, man? What was I saying, bro? I was saying I should have blown my accounts today, man. I really should have. And the fact that I ended the day down only 1 R multiple is crazy. After all this, man. But like I said, man, it's very deterring, man. It's like, bro, like my first losing day in like 3 days, man. I pull some shit like this and almost blow my accounts, bro. It's really bad. I mean, there's no other way to say it, man. It's just horrible. End of the day break even would have been fine. Even end of the day red, just taking 2 trades would have been fine. But like the fact that we ended up putting around like $750 of risk on this fucking, on the day, man, was wild. And then, like, the markets, like, luckily, like, thank fucking God, bro, the markets gave me this crazy opportunity where we actually moved up instead of chopping around, and also, thank God that I was actually in the trade, because, like, if I did not win this trade, bro, my accounts would have probably gotten blown tomorrow, if not today, so, yeah, I mean, it's just too much, man. I'm just doing too much. Like, I'm gonna go to Color Supreme Court here, man, actually. Like I said, man, I'm just doing way too much. I'm just cutting it way too close, like, over and over and over again, man. And it's so discouraging because, like, I know what I need to do, man. I have those pieces of paper, man. I recognize, as I'm trading, I recognize the conditions that I'm in. are not favorable for me at all, man. But I'm still just out here just taking trade after trade after trade after trade, man. Just because I think I know where price will go, and yeah, bro. I think I know where price will go, and you know, at some point I was right. At some point I was right, but it was just crazy, man. What a move, though. This is insane, man. W recovery for the markets. Holy crap, bro. And like again, bro. Like imagine, bro. Like if I had just like taken that break-even trade, man, just kind of sat back, let price kind of figure out what it was gonna do, and then imagine if I had caught this trade, bro. I wouldn't be down on the day. I would be able to hold, and I could have just fucking banked, bro. You know, but you know, instead I just completely crashed out, took an insane amount of did an insane amount of overtrading, and just like almost blew my account. So I'm gonna go ahead and catch you guys in the next clip, man. We'll go over this a little bit more because this was horrible, man. It was really bad. All right, guys. So yeah, man. Today was very disappointing, very discouraging, and it just feels like I'm taking a lot of steps back, man. You know, we have these solid days, you know, where we're just taking good trades, you know. Yesterday we decided to sit out because of FOMC. Probably a good decision. Price action was very choppy. I mean, day before that, solid trade. Could have held a little bit longer, but it is what it is, you know. Day before that, another solid trade, even though price action was a little bit choppy. But, you know, today, man, we come into the markets. We found a very good short setup. We take it. We're right at my take profit. Unfortunately, doesn't work out, man. A couple points shy of TP. End up actually getting stopped at break even. And then, yeah, man, after that, we run to TP. And I just get completely caught up in the chop, man. And the big problem that I always have with shit like this is I'm able to recognize usually by like after the first trade, man. Like today, man, for example, I got stopped at break even. I'm already in my mind thinking like, yeah, price action is looking a bit unfavorable for me right now. You know, it's looking pretty choppy. I'm not sure exactly what to expect. You know, I know that days like this are days where I will usually crash out over trade because for whatever reason, whenever the market is really choppy, I end up just taking the most trades when in reality I should be taking the least amount of trades. So yeah, you know, I noticed that, you know, I even recognized, I'm like, dang, man, this break even is kind of annoying me, you know. It's like, I really thought it was a great setup, you know. It's like, again, man, the one time that I finally decide, like, let's hold for a full TP, man, you know, this shit happens, man. And so yeah, man, I'm kind of upset, you know. I'm stopped out or at break even, man, and I can recognize price action probably a little bit choppy, you know. Come in for the second trade, you know, I'm like, okay, cool, you know, it looks like this demand did end up actually holding, unfortunately for me, because I was in shorts. Looked like it completely inversed this move to the downside that we were trying to catch. So, you know, it's looking like we're probably going to be able to take some decent longs here. I doubt this area supply is going to hold because, like I said, I figured if we were going to move down, we would have moved down off of that 7 a.m. candle and not move all the way back up. And, you know, I figured if we actually moved all the way back up into the supply, we'd most likely break it. So, you know, I'll take a long, you know, looking good for a couple seconds, and then boom, last minute, man, dumps, bro, stopped out. And at this point, you know, I'm just like definitely like, okay, yeah, price is choppy. You know, I'm down a little over 1 hour multiple because I took this loss, and then my break even trade was like minus $20 to $30. You know, is what it is. But yeah, you know, so I'm like, dude, I could just walk away. You know, it is what it is. We're up on the week. You know, I don't need to worry about one red day. You know, so yeah, man. At that point, bro, I'm just like, you know, I should walk away, but I don't. You know, and so like that's the freaking problem that I have is like I can recognize all this stuff, but I can't really implement it, you know. So I just end up basically crashing out and just getting chopped around for like a solid hour, you know, just like a solid hour of me just trying to trade, you know, basically gambling. You know, we've got this tight range, we're fucking chopping around and shit, and then yeah, I eventually somehow catch this trade because like the markets just decide that they are going to just absolutely rip. You know, I get super lucky and I end the day down only a little bit over 1 hour multiple, barely any over, basically 1 hour multiple. So super lucky, man. Like I said, I really should have blown my accounts today, and I'm not like, I just got super lucky, man. Like I said, I really probably shouldn't have these accounts right now. I probably should have blown them, but I was fortunate enough to catch a very big move to the upside that wiped out a majority of my losses. And it's just one of those things, man. Like I said, it's just super discouraging, man. It just feels like I'm moving back. I'm just moving back. I'm moving back. You know, I've done all this stuff. You know, I've got these like papers that I try to follow. You know, we've got the trading rules, the freaking conditions that cause me to blow accounts, which pretty much every condition was met today for that. And we saw what happened. Hey, I almost blew my account. So, yeah, that's just a really big problem, man. And like, it's cool that I can recognize this stuff, but the problem is actually implementing, like, what am I supposed, like, why can I not just walk away? You know, why can't I just walk away? It's one small red day. It does not mean anything in, like, the grand scheme of things, you know? Like, if I can't actually stick to my rules, then it will start to mean something, you know? And we've already seen that in the past, you know? We've had accounts that have been right there, like, almost out of payout, man, and then we just lost them just because we couldn't stick to the rules. And that's just a huge problem that I've been having, man, and it sucks because, you know, we can have, like, a couple weeks here and there, you know, where I'm doing super good, you know, maybe I'll even have, like, a red week, and it's like, okay, I had a red week, but, like, I stuck to my rules, you know, I was really disciplined and all that, but then, you know, it's just like, bro, just one day comes along, and, you know, maybe price action is choppy, maybe, I don't know, I came off a win streak, whatever it is, man, I just can't lock in, I just can't stick to the rules for one day. And it will cost me a lot. You know, it almost cost me a lot today, and it should have cost me a lot. So that is a very big problem, man. I think that it's going to be important that I kind of do some reflecting on this shit because, like I said, man, if I cannot just figure this out, man, I will not be able to be profitable, man. We've seen it. We can see that this is probably the only thing really right now that is like preventing me from being profitable. Just particular instances like this where I don't know what it is. You know, I do know what it is. I have it written down. It's like just choppy price action, bad mindset, coming off a winning streak, or all three of those combined, two of those combined, whatever it is, man. I just I just cannot seem to just completely eliminate these days, man, which is just like, you know, you're never going to be perfect when you're trading, but you can't really be having days like this where you're, like, risking, like, what is it? I was risking, like, 750, so it's, like, 2, 3, 4, like, 5R multiples, you know? I'm risking, like, 5R multiples, you know, in one day, and, like, that's just, like, it's way, way unsustainable. It's, it's, like, putting so much pressure on yourself, because, like, say I ended the day down, like, 750, bro. What I have to do, I have to win like 3 days in a row of catching full TP, which is like, that's not like an impossible thing to do, but it's just like when you put that pressure on yourself, you know, and you're already coming off of a bad day, so you're already coming off of this day. Say maybe I lost 750, I come to the market tomorrow and I take a losing trade, man. Like I'm just like, the pressure is just insane. Obviously, it's a horrible thing to or it's a horrible situation to put yourself into, man. But yeah, you know, I just wanted to come on here and do a little bit of reflection, man, before I end the video, because today was horrible. Fortunately, obviously, you know, we are still up on the week, which is cool. You know, yes, like, at one point we were down on the week a decent amount because I was fucking overtrading and putting on an insane amount of risk, but, you know, we miraculously were able to come back from a majority of that loss today, and it's just a miracle, bro. It's a miracle I didn't blow my account today. I really should have. But yeah, man, there's not really much else for me to say, man. One thing, I gotta make sure tomorrow when I come to the markets, say I take a loss, I just walk away, man. I just walk away. I should not be trying to chase back after losses tomorrow. I know that even if, like, I see a great setup, you know, obviously I've already broken my rules today. I don't want to break them again tomorrow, but even if I do see another clean setup, man, I know that I probably won't be in the right mindset, you know, because of what happened today. I need to prove to myself that I can have a day like today where I crashed out, and then I can come into the markets tomorrow and stick to my rules. So that's all I gotta say, man. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully you guys trade a lot better than me today, and yeah, man, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.